The veneers are shaking. The crime stories are shaking. The cargo is shaking. Los Angeles is shaking. The presidential election is shaking. I don't know who's shaking, Lil Yachty or Caribou. Dalton and Sako are shaking. One of my shakers wrote me in my DMs about this weeks ago. And I see this couple all the time, but I don't think I knew their names. I see them all the time. I'm a WWE fan. The husband, Dalton, is a wrestling fan. The young lady, Sako, is a South African baddie. So I always like their stuff. Now that I've delved into them, this is a mess. There's a lot to this story. Let's talk about it. So like I said, I saw Dalton and Sako all the time. I'm a wrestling fan like him. I'm a black thick girl like her. I'm also a country girl. So when I saw them dye in that pond with natural dyes and living kind of like on the grid in West Virginia, I was like, okay, save sometimes. But when I started digging into this couple over the past couple of days, since them announcing their soon-to-be divorce, I don't like what I see. Now, this man, Dalton, he has been married before. The thing about it is he keeps his body very fit and his look very youthful. So I didn't know about how large their age gap was. They got together when she was 18 years old and he was in his 30s. So already there, red flags. They met on Tinder, which I don't necessarily know how Tinder works. But when you're on dating apps, a lot of times you can set the age. So did he set the age from 18 on and he was in his 30s? Hold on to that. It gets deeper. So this man, I first saw Dalton, speaking about the divorce, I saw him come out and say that she cheated with her security guard or with DJ Highlight, okay? DJ Highlight is from Columbus. Now, something about Ohio that you got to understand is West Virginia, Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky, a lot of times we are in a tri-state and you can be so close that you can have relations with somebody in West Virginia. It's just like an hour or two drive, even though it's a state away. So the culture of them being in Columbus and them being connected from West Virginia makes sense to me. But let me tell you something about West Virginia. West Virginia, for those that don't know, all the street dudes live there, okay? A lot of street dudes up there because it's a lot of junkies up there. It's a lot of custos up there. So some of the richer street dudes that I have met through the years, even if I've just met them and haven't been romantic, if I met them, they will be making moves in West Virginia, and that showed me that they really, really have money. Detroit people, they make moves in Ohio. A lot of people in Ohio, Jersey, New York, over there, they come to West Virginia. So when he said that he was a recovering meth addict living in West Virginia, again, the flags were flagging for me. He said he had a previous wife and she was cheating. Then he got with Sako and she's cheating. Another red flag for me, because why everybody keep cheating on you? You handsome, you got property, boats, four-wheelers. This is a dream for like a rural woman. You know what I mean? Good fishing pond, good land to raise my babies on, a man with a good body to keep breeding with. Something ain't clean in the buttermilk. They have all types of rumors going out about this couple. They're saying that he's allegedly handsy because in the video that he did, he said, I'm looking for a new woman. I was getting cheated on. In her video, she said, we started having problems in February. Well, shout out to my team because they investigated. There was a time in February where there may have been allegedly a domestic incident. The police got called, something to that nature. So everybody's putting the pieces together. Were you handsy with this lady back in February? And that's when she was ready to go? Because when her bodyguard that he hired came out saying, I'm going to protect her no matter what, alluding to I'm going to protect her even if I'm not getting paid kind of by you. Told you it was looking like a circus. It was so many red flags. Well, he just came out 19 minutes ago saying that all this tea that has been judged up about them has accumulated him into 25% extra followers, 500,000, and then 100,000 approximate earnings. So first of all, I know this layout anywhere. This is Facebook. Okay, so this is how much they're getting paid on Facebook. Facebook, baby, they pay. And I can't even think of how much they're getting on the rest of the platforms if they're putting this stuff on YouTube too, because it's all tea. It's got us all looking their name up for sure. I'm going to put all the videos that I've got at the end of this. I just want to say my piece. He also posted this 2 hours ago. Again, a red flag for me. West Virginian, white man, going for the younger African girl, okay? Saying he used to be on meth and then hanging out with people that look like characters from Euphoria. Here's what it gives me from a distance. You might have dibble-dabbled, got back on that stuff when your mom got sick, okay? Your way to cope was to accidentally relapse. And you're hanging out with the wrong people. You got into a drug psychosis and you may have got handsy. Because when that lady said in that video that I'm going to show you at the end, I'm not no stupid South African girl who's illiterate. I said that came out of somebody's mouth and it wasn't the fans. It was probably his. So I'm going to let you watch the collection of videos from the security guard to him to her. You piece together what you think. It's just a couple videos. Okay? And that's all I got to say about it. For me, I don't trust him. Sako, look. Now, you are a young South African girl and you got with him really, really young. I pray to God you didn't sign no prenup. I pray to God there's no paperwork. I pray that... God, I pray there's no paperwork. But even if there is paperwork, because that's his wife, she can get alimony. She can take half because it's money that they accumulated together, a business with both of them on it. Because that's what everybody's saying. They're like, Sako could still get half of that $100,000. She could leave here with something. And this is why marriage is important. Y'all will never tell me that being a baby mama is cute. It's a mess. And one of the things is you really don't leave there with nothing. You leave there with child support, but you don't leave there with the proceeds to the profits of the real profitition. And Sako is. I pray she is. I pray this is a resurgence for her. She continues making content. I want to see more out of her. She's beautiful. The fans miss her. They're saying, I miss Sako because he's out there being Tiki Boom on a boat by himself. And you're handsome, Dalton. Don't get me wrong. You know, I love WWE, but ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. They're coming to see this fine brown thing here with thighs for days, a cute smile, the cutie patootie, and the finest mix in a South African way. Okay? Period.
Questions about what's going on with me and Sako. So today, we're gonna give the people what they really want. Better get your popcorn ready. First question, where's Sako? That's a hell of a question because I have no idea. Second question, are you and Sako still together? No, I filed for divorce July 30th. And like any man going through a divorce, I got me a Harley. Now listen, as y'all know, we make pretty good money doing this, and it looks like I'm gonna need somebody to fill that spot. So if you wanna have a good life, hang out, raise hell, do whatever you want, and not have a boss, holler at me. But for now, I'm gonna go ride side by sides with my friends and family. Everybody have a great day. Well, there seems to be some confusion around here. I know this is hard to believe, but unfortunately, yesterday's video was true. I really do not know where Sako's at. Now, if that concerns you, have no fear. She was recently spotted with my good friends DJ Highlight and Mark.
So Sako gets caught out in Columbus, Ohio, man. Look, boom, she gets caught. She sees the camera, boom. So they're both staring at the camera. They're both like, shit, we're caught, you know what I'm saying? But then they walk by Highlight, and they both try to stand in front. Like, they're trying to block her so that people can't record her. And bro's like, shit, he caught her.
Which makes a lot of sense because I got this message from a complete stranger earlier in July. I just seen Sako at a hotel with a black dude and Marietta. I'm not black. Followed up by this text message. I decided to send the random stranger a picture of Sako, Mark, and myself. Here's what he said. That is interesting. Which makes a lot of sense because then I saw this. Here she is with Mark again. See? Everybody can stop worrying. She's with our friends. In fact, we're such good friends, Highlight and Mark came down to our 4th of July party. Look at those studs. And while they were here, I taught them both how to be content creators.
Well, Red, I guess we're hillbillies now.
Or rednecks.
Either way, you learn from the best.
Bro, what are you doing?
Oh, he's fine. The weight limit's like 400 pounds to get on up there. I mean, we're all such great friends that Mark and Highlight would send us their merch so me and Sako would promote it for them. There's a little promotion for you, buddy. Anyways, as you can see, she's in great hands and everything's good. As far as the divorce goes, that is 100% real. I did file on July 30th. Now, I know everybody wants some of that piping hot tea. But you're not going to get any of that today. Sako is the mother of my child, and I respect her. Everybody have a great day.
What's good, everybody, man? We gonna make this shit as quick as possible, because I don't really do this internet shit, but niggas mentioning my name on the internet. So, like I said, you want to talk about it, Dalton? We can talk about it, bitch-ass nigga. Let's talk about it. How you been manipulating this woman for so long. And now that she tired of your shit, she ready to go. Now you still trying to manipulate and make it seem like she left you and did something wrong. I filed for the divorce first. Ugh. You's a whole bitch, nigga. She left your ass. Just because you filed a divorce first don't mean nothing. That don't mean she did something wrong. You just trying to manipulate the internet, bro. We know the truth. I know your truth, bruh. And I can't wait until she expose that shit on your bitch ass. She just gonna sprinkle it on your ass, little at a time. I can't wait till she do that, because you's a whole hoe for real, nigga. You could have called me and Highlight, nigga. You's a bitch. And we can do it however you want to do it. We can keep it however you want to keep it. We can go to the physical, the gloves, whatever, nigga. You's a bitch. I'm going to be her security whether you like it or not. And let's just keep it funky, nigga. You don't like me because of this. You know, you don't like me because of this. Let's keep it real. You doing all that shit, talking to all them people, treating everybody at your party like shit. But you ain't do none of that shit with me or Highlight. You ain't do talk crazy to us at all. You talking crazy to everybody else out there. But ain't say none of that shit at all. So why you ain't keep that same energy when we was with you? But then when we get away from you, you want to start talking shit and talking bad and talking down, right? Yeah, don't think I don't know, bitch ass nigga. But like I said, I'm not going to say too much. I'm going to let Sako have her glory, y'all. I'm going to let her have her glory. But you's a whole bitch. Just know that. And Sako got good people behind her supporting her, nigga. You can't manipulate her no more. And you mad, bro. So be mad. You want to do something about it? Then let's do it, bro. But all this trying to put my name in there on the internet and making videos trying to manipulate and all that shit, miss me with that shit, bro. Because that's the only way you got to make some money, because you's a low-life piece of shit. And when the next bitch get with you, or nigga get with your goofy ass, then they'll see the piece of shit you is too, nigga. Let's just keep it real. Like I said, I know your truth, nigga. Don't play with me. You's a bitch. You don't want that smoke. That's why you didn't say nothing when I was around. That's why you try to keep me from being around. Because you know if I was around, you couldn't talk to her like that. You know if I was around, you wouldn't be able to manipulate her like that. So yeah, you's a hoe, bro. And at the end of the day, we gonna see each other and keep that same energy when we do. Since you act like you a real man, then be a real man, but you not. You a bitch, Dalton. You's a whole bitch. And I can't wait till she expose you.
Sako's right here. Did you miss me? Because I missed you. First off, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has been reaching out to me, checking in on me, make sure I'm okay, praying for me, worrying about me. I appreciate you. Now, I'm not here to trash anybody. I'm not here to share every single detail of my entire life. But there have been some things said about me that I don't appreciate. So let's get down to it, shall we? Yes, it's true. Dalton and I are getting a divorce. We're no longer together. Everything really started to happen in February, but I had to make the ultimate, hardest decision in my life and left him in July. And yes, Dalton filed first, but just remember, there's 3 sides to every story, and you've only heard one. So apparently, a stranger on the internet saw me at a hotel with a man. That man is my security guard, who Dalton hired, aka Big Red. But since nobody bothered to ask me what the truth was, the truth is, my security guard was helping me bring my luggage into my hotel in public. And now all of a sudden, there's allegations of cheating, partying, I left my family, all kinds of shit. So for everyone who thinks I'm having an affair with this man or I cheated on Dalton, I'm not. Big Red is my security guard, and he always will be because I pay him to be so I can feel safe. There's nothing more, nothing less. And Dalton knows exactly where I am. Have I been out in public more recently? Absolutely. Does that mean that I abandoned my child? Absolutely not. But just because I'm a mom and I'm going through a divorce doesn't mean that I cannot continue to live my life. I mean, this man was my best friend. What people forget to realize is that we choose what to show you online. You don't know what's going on behind closed doors. Mental health is so important, and so is how you treat people. You know, the mother of your child. But I have my truth, I have my proof. I just choose not to put it all over the internet. All I'm gonna say is this incompetent South African immigrant girl who can't speak English has found her inner peace. And I'm never looking back. Ever. And always remember, put yourself first, love yourself, and treat people with kindness because you never know what they're going through. Pass the positivity. Everybody have a great day. Where is Sako? Sako's right here. Did you miss me?
You ever been happy before? I have, and I love it. I was happy the day I turned 5 years old and my mother threw me a Ninja Turtles themed birthday party. I was very happy the day I hit a Grand Slam home run and helped my team win the 8 and Under Youth League Baseball Championship back in 1992. I used to be very happy when my aunt would finish her midnight shifts and go on long break and she'd take me and my cousin Jenny to McDonald's and then go to Kmart and buy us a toy. I was extremely happy the day